how's it going out there? This is Kurt Baker, and I'm here to do a little commentary. This is kind of a new thing that we're doing for the latest single that's out now on Wicked Cool Records. And so I thought it'd be interesting to tell you a little bit about the song I Can't Help Failing in Love, the new single from the Kurt Baker combo. And I thought it would be pretty interesting to tell you the process about how the song came about, because it's an interesting story, a kind of behind the music, if you will. So, what do you say? Let's dive right in. Okay, so the original song, the idea came about during a songwriting session with my buddy Wyatt Funderburk, and me and Wyatt have written a lot of songs together over the years, and I was back in Portland, Maine on a little vacation from where I'm living currently in Madrid, and Wyatt was around, and we said, hey, let's bust out the guitars and do a little songwriting session and see what comes out of it. And so me and Wyatt are big fans of a movie called Mr. Deeds. Now, many people might know the main actor, Adam Sandler. Mr. Deeds is kind of a remake of a old film that's titled Mr. Deeds Goes to Town. That's starring Jimmy Stewart and Jean Arthur. Check that movie out if you like the old classics. So when Mr. Deeds came out, I actually think I saw it in movie theaters, and I really liked it a lot. But over time, I bought the DVD, and it was always on. We would actually watch it quite often, me and Wyatt, whenever we were hanging out. And so this idea kind of came to do a album, or like a concept record that is based on the story, loosely based maybe on the story. And so we had a bunch of ideas, and the album was going to be called Goes to Town. Now, this never actually came about. I don't know, maybe we'll still do it, who knows. Anyway, the original working title for I Can't Help Failing in Love was called School Teacher, and that's based on the character Babe Bennett, played by Winona Ryder. So if you know the movie, I'm not going to give you any spoilers here, but she's working for a tabloid, like a paparazzi kind of thing, and she is pretending to be a school teacher. Now, when we were writing this song, I kind of had an idea that I wanted to write a song that was kind of influenced by a band that I like very much called Stars. Stars has a tune that's called Outfit, which is just a great song. So we were kind of going for that vibe when we were writing the original idea to the song. And well, you know what? Here is the demo, the original demo of us kind of trying to work out the kind of the basic idea that we had put down, and we kind of sat on it for quite a while, and nothing really came about that. And so fast forward to last year, 2018, and I was trying to come up with some material for doing the new singles, and I went back and listened to a few of the ideas that Wyatt and I had put down, kind of trying to see if anything could be used. And I said, you know what, why don't I try and make a demo of School Teacher and write some lyrics and see how it sounds after that. Maybe it will be a potential single that we can use and record it in a real studio. But it kind of came down to actually writing lyrics. Now, if this was going to be a standalone song, I still wanted to keep the idea of it being about a school teacher, but if we weren't kind of using this themed approach of writing a record about the Mr. Deeds, how do we change that? I know. How about we write a song from the perspective of a custodian? Like, a janitor. Miss Lippy's car is green. Or Adam Sandler stuff there. So, yeah, I wrote the lyrics and tried to come up with something clever. I kind of like the idea of putting yourself in someone else's shoes and writing the lyrics from a different perspective. I think that's a great way to kind of open up your creativity and not write lyrics that are so just based in your own thoughts and your own perspective. Sometimes it's good to change things up. So with that in mind, I went and recorded a little demo on GarageBand, trusty GarageBand, which I often use for making demos and seeing how it sounded after that. You really kind of get a better idea if the song works, what key you want to put it in, the arrangements, you can kind of flesh that out, and then that's kind of another step in deciding, does this song work? Do I want to record it? Should we actually go into a real recording studio and track it for a real release? So why don't we listen to that? This is the next step in evolution of I Can't Help Failing in Love. Then it came time to record the single. And we had called up our friend Mike Mariconda, who was to produce the record. And so I sent him a handful of demos, a handful of songs that I thought could be potential singles. And he wrote back and he said, well, I like these songs. These have potential, these don't. Trash these, let's work on these, blah, 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 blah. And he decided that School Teacher did have potential, but there needed to be some work done to it. And he thought that it might be better to take it in a direction that was a little more up-tempo. If it was going to be a single, we wanted to have something that was danceable, that had a lot of energy. And he suggested that I kind of rethink the whole sound of it, the influence. Keep some of the ideas there, keep the chords, keep the melody, but re-envision a whole other part of the song, which is, the vibe, the feel. And he got me thinking about the song Hey Deanie, which was written by Eric Carmen, but made famous by Sean Cassidy. So Mike and I would be talking over the phone, and I'd be at the piano or have my guitar, and we'd bounce back different ideas, and he kind of came up with a really cool, guitar line that we would feature in the intro, and I reworked the song yet again, and it got to be much, much closer to the final product, and that's kind of how it sounds here on the final demo that I made before we went into the studio. So this was the track that I sent to the rest of the guys in the combo to work on before we got together to rehearse the songs in pre-break. Finally, came down to put the finishing touches on the lyrics, and that's something that Mike also helped me out with, and he had a lot of great ideas, including changing the title of the song. because, a school teacher, okay, that's fine, but let's come up with something a little more clever. Now, one of the lines in the chorus was, I can't help failing in love. Failing, obviously you're going to get a failing grade from a school teacher, and with that it's kind of playing on the Elvis song, I Can't Help Falling in Love. Now, I know I have made some songs about love and falling quite often, but it's kind of cool to keep it in that wheelhouse of themes. We don't pretend to be anything that we aren't anyway, So we had the lyrics in place, we had the music in place, and it was off to the studio. And we recorded the track here in Madrid, Studio Brazil, and we had some guests come by, including Micah Makovsky, who came by and sang some backups and added some piano to the track. It was a really fun recording session. And so after everything was tracked, the files were sent back to Nashville, where Wyatt put the finishing touches on the mix, and then it was sent to be mastered by our good buddy Justin Perkins in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and sent to Wicked Cool Records, where they sent it to the pressing plant, and now it's available and waiting for you to hear. So go check it out, pick up a copy. It's on 45 single, or you can listen to it digitally, Spotify, and I hope you enjoy the final product, I Can't Help Failing in Love by the Kurt Baker Combo. Hope you enjoyed this little commentary, found it interesting, and catch you later. Bye!